So let's pull cards and just see what we have this morning for the open read. Trying to think which ones to do. I think I'll just do these. Do I do 3 or just do the 1? I'm just going to start with the 1. Okay. So I'm going to ruffle shuffle these and just pull the 18 cards, and then we'll look at them together. Just see if we can figure out what it's telling us today. Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay, so let's look and see what we have this morning. So the reading is about, we've got the information, okay? They've got the evidence. There is evidence when it comes to the burden, okay? When it comes to the burden, and coming rapidly. Now, I see today there is at Scotus, they're having the arguments about, I guess, Bondi and the things that they're doing when it comes to just, sending people off to jail with no recourse. But let's see. Okay, so the energy coming in is about those involved when it comes to a long-term thing from the White House, okay? So long-term things, the burden of the long-term things they're trying to do. We've got evidence when it comes to people involved and rapidly things coming from the White House. Because we know he's just, signing these things and just doing it and ignoring the courts, okay? So what we have going on today, it's about the world. The wheel is turning with it. And wanting rapid truth. And I see some idiots at the Scotus thing, Trump best POTUS ever. And then, of course, they posted about 10 times in succession. Yeah, right. So here we have, of course, we have Trump up here. The challenge is Trump. The strength when it comes to these messages that he's putting out, the drama. Potential outcome. What's being offered. Now, like I said, they are looking at this today. The messages about the actions and things up in the air. So I think this does have to do with the things Scotus is looking at today. Let's see what the extra information is about guarding, protecting. When it comes to what's being given out, what's being put out there, and the lid is off. So let's look at this. The foundation rapidly from the White House We're getting wanting that direct information right away when it comes to the messages that are up in the air, and the lid is off on that. The center of it, the burden of the long-term consequences, the wheel consequences of the strength when it comes to the messages and what he's handing out. And the top is the evidence when it comes to those involved, how it affects the world when it comes to Trump, what's being offered, and guarding and protecting. Okay, so let's break this down. Evidence that's being offered up with things up in the air, but rapidly wanting to move on this. The center of it is the wheel of karma. So those involved in the message they're putting out, and this all comes from Trump, from the White House, okay? The long-term, what's being offered up, the long-term, the strength of the long-term things that he's trying to do, and how the rapid things, how this affects the world. When it comes to long-term, there's a burden, and the wheel is turning on that. Again, information, they're getting it all today right away. And what's rapidly taking place in the world, the burden that's happening with that. The strength of it, we have the wheel turning when it comes to the messages about actions and Trump and what he's putting out, and the information being offered up today when it comes to the world, and things are up in the air. So I think this is absolutely the Scotus thing that's going on right now. Wanting to get to the bottom of it. The arguments are going on even as we speak. Underneath of it is a victory. But a victory for which side? So I'm going to pull some more cards. We're going to look at the other way to read here real quick and just see if it's going to give some more clarification. Because he's got this deal, with this prison, etc. So let's see what we have. So the center of it is the payoff. Yeah, the payoff. He's paying this prison, okay, not liking what's coming, looking for something better. When it comes to justice, rapidly wanting to look at this, beginning to see what's there. When it comes to the messages about the actions, let's see what's above it, see if it's going to clarify. Yeah, the difficulty, the pain of this that it's causing, rapid pain, wanting to get to something better. Bringing it to rest. Okay, the pain, wanting to bring this pain to rest. When it comes to the desires, the fulfillment. So going into it, we have choices being made and setting up that dark government. Above it, the actions are causing what? A tower moment. Okay, so it looks like it's not going to go well for Trump. If I'm reading this right, what he's done with this is not going to sit well with Scotus. Okay, so we'll see if the cards are right or wrong, if I'm reading them right, because it says there is a victory underneath all of it, but just trying to suss out for which side. But it looks like it's not going to go for Trumpenstein. Okay, the Orange Menace, it looks like he is going to lose this with Scotus. So I am going to leave that here, and let's hope that reading is right. That they say, no, you can't just deport people like that without due process. Now, we'll have to see if they're going to get those people back or what's going to happen, but I'm going to leave that here for now.